Welcome back to another episode of the Harbour Kids Variety Hour. We're so excited that you're here with us, so... hey, camera monster, you need to zoom out there. No, your other out. That's better. All right, we'll start things off with sing-alongs with Bruce and Friends. All right, friends, you can come on out. You guys ready to sing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the first song we're going to sing is Deep and Wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Wide and deep, wide and deep, wide and deep. There's a fountain flowing wide and deep. Wide and deep, wide and deep. There's a fountain flowing wide and deep. And next we'll sing, He is able. He is able, He is able. I know He is able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. He is able, He is able. I know He is able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. He heals the brokenhearted, and He sets the captives free. He made the lame to walk again, and He caused the blind to see. He is able, He is able. I know He is able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. And last we'll sing, Jesus Loves Me. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to Him belong. They are weak, but He is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
Hi, I'm Reggie, and this is the news. Our first story, our second story, our third story, our fourth story, our fifth story. Thank you. These have been the stories. In other news, Harbourville is currently having its first snowfall of the season. On the scene is our reporter, Dizzy. Dizzy, how are things going out there?
Yes, hello, Reggie. I'm here on Cantoria Avenue, where the snow is continuing to fall here. Oh, yes! Oh, we got it! Woo! Woo! Listen to that!
What's going on, Dizzy?
We got thunder snow, baby!
Wait, what is thunder?
Oh, again! Oh, it's a twofer! That's a twofer, baby! That's a twofer!
Okay, thank you, Dizzy. I think we're gonna bring it back to...
Yes, again! 3! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Woo! You can have your McRib back nationwide December 12th or whatever it is, but I'll take this, baby! 3 thunder snows! Woo!
Okay, yep, thank you, Dizzy. And finally, in downtown Harbourville, a street performer was booed by a group of musicians after playing a knockoff instrument. The performer, Brandon, is known for playing many stringed instruments. The son of the powerful Chandling family, he typically plays instruments made by the high-end brand Stand-In Instruments. He was found to be using an imitation instrument while playing an Elton John classic on the mandolin. Stay tuned for more on this story of Brandon Shandling handling an off-brand stand-in mandolin playing Candle in the Wind. I'm Reggie, and this has been the news. Hey Bruce, what's today's Bible word of the day?
Today's word is deceive. Are you familiar with it?
Of course. Deceive is the tool you use to separate the solids from the liquids.
No, that's a sieve.
Oh!
Deceive. To deceive means to make someone believe what is not true. So, do you remember when Jacob deceived his father Isaac?
Of course I remember that. Jacob covered himself in raw meat and fed his father Isaac a plate of delicious goat hair.
No, yeah, but the other way around.
Oh, sorry. Jacob covered himself in raw meat and fed his father Isaac.
No. I mean, you mixed it up.
Oh! Isaac covered himself in raw meat and fed his son Jacob a plate of delicious goat hair.
No, I meant the hair and the raw meat part were mixed up. What?
You've been deceived.
Would you get this
Back to the show.
Jacob went onward in his long journey. He waded across the Jordan River. He climbed mountains and journeyed beside the great desert on the east until he at last came to the city of Haran. Beside the city was the well where Abraham's servant had met Jacob's mother Rebekah. There Jacob saw a young woman coming with her sheep to give them water. Jacob took off the flat stone that was over the mouth of the well and drew water and gave it to the sheep. When he found out that this young woman was Rachel, the daughter of Laban, he was so glad that he wept for joy. At that moment he began to love Rachel and longed to have her for his wife. When Jacob told Rachel that he was Rebekah's son, she ran and told her father. It came to pass when Laban heard these things that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and welcomed him to his house. Jacob remained at Laban's home for 1 month and served him. After this, Laban asked Jacob what he wished to be paid for all of his work. Jacob asked Laban if he would give his daughter Rachel to him as his wife. He said, "If you will give me Rachel, I will work for you for 7 years." Laban agreed, saying, "It is better that you should have her than that a stranger should marry her." So Jacob lived 7 years in Laban's house, caring for his sheep and his camels. Such was Jacob's love for Rachel that the 7 years seemed like a few days. At last the day came for the marriage. They brought the bride in, after the manner of the land at that time, covered with a thick veil so her face could not be seen. And she was married to Jacob. When Jacob lifted up her veil, he found that he had not married Rachel, whom he loved, but her older sister Leah, whom Jacob did not love at all. Jacob was very angry that he had been deceived, though that was just what he had done to his father when he cheated his brother Esau. But Laban said, "It must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Keep Leah for your wife. You shall have Rachel also, and then work for 7 years more." So Jacob stayed 7 years more, 14 years in all, so he could have Rachel as his wife.
Well, that's going to wrap up today's episode of the Harbor Kids Variety Hour. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Is known for playing a variety